Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, Sam on.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Gone.
Back.
Step.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, high 7. Get it.
Off the play fake. Gordon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Gordon. And that is incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21, dancing away at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it before. Your track. Watch. Put on right. Check.
Back north.
Alert 3.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54.
Hey, check 26.
From the 38, Rodgers. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Blue 58.
Check pass. Check.
Hey, check 26.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. And 30. Here we go again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. Kill.
Look at me. Go. Let's go.
They run. Cook.
Go. It's run.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
50, plant.
Watch the curve. Slam.
Hard. Shoot.
And he's got some space here. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Rodgers. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Green 18. To the 50.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Green 18.
Watch 54. It's been a long day for you. Mike 54. Mike.
Hey, dude.
I got you. Green 18.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On second down now. It's Jones, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Eric Kendricks in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's get this. Mike's 50.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 54.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Got it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw. Gordon, open man is Thielen. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come get some. Come get some.
Cook. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be open. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked to.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights. Let's go, get set.
From the gun, Gordon. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 1, Rodgers. And Blake has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action. Gordon. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Vikings.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Operating from the gun, Gordon, and a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. No. Rock it. Check 13.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the 9.
Throwing on first down. Gordon, complete. Smith has it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back to throw. Gordon. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Go out.
This is Hill on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready, set.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check. Hot route. Hot. 31's the mark.
6-6. Pull it high.
Twist.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Hard throw. Incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
No.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Vikings 27, Packers nothing.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's coming. We got double up.
This is Jones, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
To throw on 2nd down, Gordon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They'll run on first down. Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The quick slant caught. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And, indeed, he did not. They stop him. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Joker.
Hey, lock it.
24, check 24.
5.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Off the play fake. Gordon. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Hey, Sam off. Gone.
Wide, get wide.
Stand.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on 3rd and 8.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
I can't believe they even let you play. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.